When you think of successful people, when you think of people like CEOs, relative people in the society, people often think about them to have flashy offices, flamboyant lifestyles, unusual perks. But when I look back at my life, I get to remember the freezing mornings of when I had to pick up that crate of milk packets tied behind the bicycle. The heat of the poultry meat shop where I worked as an assistant for some time. The rigors of waiting at the table, pleasing people, cleaning tables, cleaning crockery, the waiter job, and the tired legs having stood for hours together just in the single hope of meeting the sales target on that day as a approach salesman. I know these are all not very handsome jobs, great experiences, but you might be wondering, why am I remembering these, especially after 32 plus years. It all started because out of these 4 roles that I've played, one role taught me extraordinary insights, and which is waiter's advantage. I worked as a waiter between 93 and 97. And what is the waiter's advantage? Let us see. If you look at the picture next to it, a regular waiter is a regular waiter, but how would you expand your territory? I hated drawing, painting, and carving because I was not imaginative, I was not creative. I can only copy, but I cannot create one. So I stopped it at a very early age of 12, 13. I used to draw. But then, this is when the food festivals are conducted rampantly in the hotels. I found one opportunity to paint, to carve the thermopole, and then create a little bit of an indispensability in my role. And then, I had an opportunity because I was a very good waiter, a very good server, and I was given an opportunity to serve the then Prime Minister, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao of India. And I have served personally the lunch in one of his visits to Visakhapatnam. Now, I know what we are talking, what we are going to talk, what we are going to interact is completely out there as a blueprint. Many of the people, millions of the people are working at it. If somebody is willing to swim through the immense ocean of that noise and get to that little funnel of finding the right signal that works for you and makes you a better person, is what we are going to just run through. A couple of elements that I will run through. From the noise to signal, the power, the attention code. Of course, it is internal, there is external. Internal is with you, external is completely unreasonable, unfair. People often complain that world hasn't been fair to me. Hello, world will never be fair to you. But can you convert that world fair for your own self? But how do we do that? There is a simple code, and the blueprint, as I initially mentioned, is out in the middle. The first one is the cover. When you go to a bookshop, you are often attracted by the cover of the book, the look. Often people hide and preserve their best appeal, best dress to the best occasion. What is that best occasion? If you are stepping out of the home, that is your best occasion. Look yourself best in the best appeal, best dress, best apparel. Why? Because your seriousness, your intention, your clarity of you want to attract the world. Remember, the world is very, very noisy, crowded, and it is not really there to care about you. First and foremost, it is the easiest of the all, is dress yourself best and carry the dress well, clearly you pass the communication that I'm here with a serious intention to do something very special. And then after the look, what is after the look? Can anyone help?
The energy you say.
That energy comes from the talk, the communication. Why do you talk? Often people talk so much, but the study reveals only 65% is, a staggering 65% rather, is your body. Without saying a word, the non-verbal communication clearly emits some energy, some vibe about what are you all about. 65%. And then followed by is 30% of it is the way you articulate, the way you express yourself, how you address. First we spoke about dress. The second we are talking about how you address people, how you deal with the situations, how you address the situations. If you are able to, because the words are only 5%, that means you do not have to be a greatest communicator, someone like Peter B. Jordan or Shashi Tharoor back in India. You don't have to be wordsmith. You can have in your repertory just a few words, but trained body language can help you deal with the environment, win the environment. And then we move forward. The competence. Because in the talk we talked about warmth, your trust, your likability, your friendliness. But then people are not very happy just with that. You look good, okay, and then you speak good, fine, but what is there to trade with you? This is where the core element of your competence comes into the picture. What is competence? Competence is capability. What are you expert in? Are you a domain expert? Are you a specialist? Do you have a special skill that can separate you from others? Are you indispensable in a company? The important factor here is how good are you in the area that you wish to excel in. Because if you do not have the competence, people do not simply value you. They don't care if you're wearing a great dress. They don't care if you're very courteous, you're warm, you smile, you hug. But then, if you do not have the competence, people immediately write you out. Becoming the expert in your own field is the ultimate indispensable thing, because when the times are bad, you are the last one to go. You are laid red carpets. And moving forward, can any guesses? Can anyone make a guess? What's next? Yes, we go there. The link, the connect. Now that you are entering into the funnel, you are swimming through the noise towards the signal. What next is the connect? This is the most crucial, laboriously painful, and often people end up resentful. If you do not have the right attitude, you will fall below your own expectations, and soon the burnout will happen. To connect, in the previous segment we talked about the domain that you want to excel in. There are many millions of the people who are far ahead of you. They have gone leaps and folds beyond your imagination. Can you catch one of them? Can you contact them? Can you find them and then seek some sort of a mentorship? Seek some sort of a help? Your passion, your pursuit to learn something, these things will probably motivate the other person. If you cannot inspire people to help you, if you cannot inspire people to come and stop by from whatever busy schedule that they are in, why would they stop by anyways? What are you offering? Are you offering something special? When you love somebody, you crave their attention, you do everything, you really give your best effort. This is like that love affair. You have to keep contacting, maybe 100, maybe one person will respond to you. But out of such tens of respondents, maybe one person will give you some time to have a coffee with you. Only then, your ability to get into that special area, special domain, and then try to learn one or two things. That makes you expand your territories. That makes you find opportunities. But why would people spend time with you? Why would people allow you to come and meet them unless there is a shared purpose? Your purpose, if it is shared, then people will, wow, they're thinking the same. Okay, young guy, maybe even an older guy, has been really pushing, trying to contact me, and why not I give some time? That is how you get to meet these very, very special experts in the life. That is the best method. But then, as I gave you the caveat that this is one of the most laborious processes. Often you become very resentful because not many people are willing to give their time. Especially places like this, they are very, very busy with their own material. You have to really behave like you mean really the thing. That is when maybe you get to meet such an opportunity. And the last one is the click. The collaboration. This is the gold mine. This is the magic space. This is the real space, because all your hard work from noise to signal, if I'm able to speak to you today, I have 32 years of experience from random jobs to corporate jobs. It took time. And believe you me, I have more failures, numerous failures than success points. But then those little success points out of such an approach help me move forward in the career. And hence I'm able to just share that code with you. Now in the last gold mine, the magic area, how you are able to capitalize. Can you talk about shared objectives? Even though there is a shared purpose, the people are not willing to give their time unless they also see some benefit out of it. That benefit could be in any manner, but you need to find out. Since that you have come all the way along to this tip, I'm sure you will know what to offer in exchange to the time of that expert. And then people often talk about networks. I'm not demeaning the networking sessions. You go to network, you meet people, you exchange cards, but that's not the real network. You know, to network, real network means there are two individuals in the real network. The first one is that person who you can call and share your happiness. That is number one person in your network. And the second person is that person who you can seek help with. Only these two people are in your network. Can you define now your network? To reach that kind of a network, you've got to go through that tube of rigor, patience, passion, appeal. You have to inspire people, you have to attract people. When you attract people, they will help you. Believe you me, my life for myself is the best example of how, but attraction means when you attract people, you've got to be so authentic. You've got to be very, very specific about your storytelling. You've got to be authentic. You've got to be sincere. And you should have a real, meaningful, shared purpose. Only then you'll be able to explore the opportunities with those that are claimed to be the stalwarts in the industry that you want to excel in. So, what happened? See, the first one is, it's free. You just dress well, come out, it's free attention. The second one, in the talk communication, the effort attention. You are giving a bit of an effort, that you are conducting yourself, you are speaking well, and you know what to say, when to say, what is the ability of you inspiring the other person. All these things you are contemplating. That is an effort attention. And the third one is the expert competencies. That is the value attention. You are offering some value. Those who seek value from you, immediately they connect. You know, when you look at the sportsmen, when you go to a club, when you go to a place where sportsmen are there, the number one sportsman is always wanted by everybody. That's the value proposition that special, competent person brings on board. And the fourth one, the connect, it is premium. Not everybody, if I am somebody, I don't want to meet somebody who is far below in the pyramid. I don't want to meet the person on the bottom of the pyramid. Why would I meet? I will not. How that person really, exemplifies in seeking my attention is the process that we are talking about. And then the signal, that is the human signal we are talking about. Human has a software. Your language, your approach, your body language, your ability to inspire people. It doesn't matter if you are working as a small waiter or a table man at a place like a McDonald's. It doesn't matter if you are doing a laborer job. There is a dignity of labor. All that people always see is what is the energy that you're coming with, and what is the dream that you are coming up with. Are you able to say that I want to become a CEO, I want to become a successful person in 10 years from now? Would you please teach me, sir? Just meet the person, nothing else. You will automatically get to watch something. Now moving forward, 1994, I got to serve one of the Prime Ministers of India, and this was 94. And September 2022, I got a call from embassy saying that, Mr. Sridhar, you got something special from the Prime Minister's office, and he has signed the letter on his birthday, and would you please come and collect that in person? It took 28 years, so do not take me for easy or wrong that these things take time. Have the patience, have the perseverance, have the passion to do something, because that little whisper in your ears can really make you excel. If you ask me, can I become this, do I know in 1992 that I would become whatever I am today? No. Like Steve Jobs mentioned, you can only look backwards and connect the dots. You cannot look ahead and try to build the road. All that you can do is to have that final vision. The path will be made for you only with your own passion to excel. I wish you all the best. Hope this open board. I know that many of you are already experiencing out of this open board. Thank you so much. Thank you.